Yeah, let him drop it into the bag, Matt.
Go for it.
They go, oh shit. I don't even want to film that.
It's Drewski McGillicuddy's I'm tired of coming up with titles for this shit. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I just wanted to make this real quick video. It's been a very busy weekend. I had to run my Guatemalan friends to the Mexican market so they could send money back to Guatemala, and then I took them to Brookville Lake. But when I took them to the Mexican market, I had got some tacos, and all I had on them was onions and cilantro, but they were so good. Look at them. Look how good they look. But then one of them was like, here, why don't you buy this bag of chips and eat them? So I did. Actually, he bought them for me. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll do a video where I eat these chips and then tell everybody how I feel about them. They're artisan style kettle cooked Diablo, which is basically Satan or something in Spanish. So those should be pretty spicy. But before we do that, I had picked up a couple things that I hadn't made a video yet because I wanted to compile enough stuff to make a video worthwhile. But some of this stuff is stuff that was literally found in the wild. Sarah went out to get some paperwork out of this old farmhouse yeah, now she's ruining my videos. But anyway, this old farmhouse where my dad used to live, there was a bunch of stuff, so she went and picked it up and brought it home to me, and there were some movies and stuff. So I'm going to show you a couple of those, and I'll show you a couple of things we picked up, and then I'm going to try these chips, okay? And then I couldn't be bothered to make an intro because it's like, well, you know, I can't be creative all the time. The first thing is the original True Grit with John Wayne. Actually, there was a bunch of John Wayne movies, and then there was like a bunch of John Wayne VHS tapes, but they're like really early John Wayne stuff, nothing really big. But True Grit is, you know, one of the really good John Wayne movies. My dad just overplayed John Wayne when I was a kid. The only one I really was attached to that could actually watch, you know, by myself and enjoy was McClintock. But I'm sure one of these days I'll sit down and I'll go through the John Wayne movies just to see what was so great about them. But you know, they were before my time. So anyway, what's this next one? This next one I was kind of excited to get because I've been wanting to watch this, and Denzel Washington's one of my favorite actors, and it's Fallen with Denzel Washington and the guy that played Casey Jones in the Ninja Turtles, where he's like this person that can transfer his soul from body to body, and it's, I don't know, it's fucked up. It's a underrated hidden gem from the 90s. So I got Fallen. Maybe one of these days we'll sit down and we'll review that. And then one of my favorite Steven Seagal movies, right before Steven Seagal got all fat and started making terrible straight-to-video movies, is The Glimmer Man. And I can't remember if it's Keenen Ivory Wayans or Damon Wayans. Which one is it? It's one of the Wayans brothers. It's Keenen Ivory Wayans. And I absolutely remember loving this movie. Now, I haven't seen this movie in quite some time, but I'm excited to maybe sit down one of these days and watch this, and we'll talk about it. You know, you never know, because I like to just review movies at random. Another one, and these are all these snap cases. Remember these? Anyway, U.S. Marshals, the sequel to The Fugitive, which everybody says isn't that great, but I remember enjoying the shit out of this movie. Like, this was like right when Robert Downey Jr. started getting into his drug problems, and then he went on his hiatus until he came back as Iron Man and all that good stuff. Anyway, it's a really good sequel, follow-up. And the funny thing is, I don't necessarily remember The Fugitive, but I remember U.S. Marshals. So that's kind of weird. And then this just happened to be in the pile. Scary Movie 3, which is probably my least favorite, even though I don't think I've seen 5. Is it 5 that I haven't seen? Yeah. I did like 4. I like the first one. I'm not that big of a fan of the second one. But one of these days, we'll sit down and watch them all because I haven't seen them in a long time. And maybe by the time I have 1,000 subscribers and people that actually watch, because I get it, you guys watch, and I appreciate that. But it's like I have like 775 subscribers, but my videos only get like 100 and some odd views sometimes, and it makes me sad. I'll be looking at my view count like, what the hell? I got all these subscribers, but none of them watch my fucking videos. It makes me sad. And then this happened to be in there, which I can't remember if I watched this or not, but this is one of those video game movies that everybody said was terrible. And I can't remember because I don't remember if I watched it or not. I get this confused with that Hitman. But yeah, I know I've seen Hitman, but I can't remember if I've seen this. Let me know in the comments section if I should watch this or just throw it in the fucking garbage.
Watch it.
Anyway, where are we going? What are we doing? What's happening? What's happening now? Okay, I already had that. There's that. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you. Oh, there's 2 more VHSs that came from the pile of stuff from the farm. That's what I call it. I call it the farm. It's an old farmhouse on my farm. And there's a bunch of shit going on. That's what I was frustrated about the other day. Maybe I'll still bring it up in a later video, but I don't want to talk about it right now because we're talking about some VHS tapes. Going my way with, what's that guy's name? Bing Crosby? Is it Bing? Bing Crosby. Yeah, Bing Crosby.
Bing.
Now, I never necessarily liked old-ass movies when I was a kid, but my dad somehow got me to sit down and watch this, and I don't necessarily remember it, but I remember enjoying it. This and a movie called The Bells of St. Mary's, which I wonder if that could still possibly be in a box out in the attic somewhere, because that was a classic. And you know, I love the cover. It's just very classic VHS. And then this fancy VHS of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which I haven't seen since I was like 2, so I don't remember a goddamn thing about it. So maybe one of these days, because I have the fancy collector's edition for some reason. I've just never sat down and watched it because, like I said in an earlier video, I'm the kind of guy that just likes to buy shit and then never watch it. I'll just buy these movies that, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a really good movie. Then I just never watch it. It bothers me. Oh God. Where's it at? Okay. Alright. Okay. We'll save that for last. Okay, and then, you know, y'all just saw my review for this movie. I finally picked it up on VHS. That's 13 Ghosts. And it's got the bonus footage of, the 13 Ghost on it, which that's kind of cool because it's a VHS tape, and I don't really remember VHS tapes ever having bonus features, but this is one that does. But this, you know, this was a newer movie for its time, like because this was right when they were phasing VHS out and DVDs were becoming popular. So I think that's why they started putting like the fancy stuff on the VHS tape that you could only get on the DVD or something. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I got 13 Ghosts on VHS. I'll tell you what else I got on VHS, and I'm so excited. And one of these days, I'm going to sit Sarah down. I'm going to tie her up with duct tape, maybe some caution tape, and I'm going to make her watch Suburban Commando, starring Terry Hulk Hogan. That's right. That's what they called him, Terry Hulk Hogan. Or was that Mr. Nanny, where it says Terry Hulk Hogan? Oh, where does it say? Let me see.
No, on the front
nope.
it says Hulk Hogan.
Nope, it just says Hulk Hogan. But if you watch the... Don't worry about it. We'll talk about Mr. Nanny some other time. But Suburban Commando is one of the greatest 90s action, comedy, sci-fi, terrible movies ever made. If you haven't seen Suburban Commando, it's probably free on YouTube, and I highly recommend you go watch it right fucking now. Okay? I cannot stress that enough, how badly you need to go watch Suburban Commando. Stop talking about Halloween and go watch Suburban Commando! Anyway, finally... Oh, no, never mind. I got one more. Now, I'm not going to get into this big, long spiel about how Zack Snyder's an underrated director and nobody understands his fucking vision because they're all a bunch of pretentious assholes. But Zack Snyder is an underrated director who has a certain vision that people don't understand because they're all a bunch of pretentious assholes. So I picked this movie up, never having seen it, just because I figure, you know, it can't be that bad. And it's the extended version, so it might be even better than what, you know, people saw in the theater. But anyway, long story short, I like 300, I like his remake of Dawn of the Dead, I like Man of Steel, and I kind of like Batman v Superman. And so I picked up Sucker Punch. I figure, how bad could it be? If I like all of his other movies, and everybody that says this movie sucks also didn't like his other movies, maybe they've been wrong this whole time, and maybe this movie kicks fucking ass, and you people just didn't fucking understand it. So I'm gonna find out for myself whether or not this movie kicks ass, and you people just didn't understand it. Not that you people are those people. Keep that in mind while you're out there in YouTube land. But yeah, Sucker Punch. What did you think about this movie? Should I watch it? Because I got it for $3. I was excited. So, and plus, Emily Browning, I fucking love her. Ever since the other underrated movie, The Uninvited, which I don't understand why people don't like that movie. Not to watch that. Maybe it's because they've seen A Tale of Two Sisters, which I need to watch A Tale of Two Sisters, and then watch The Uninvited, and then review them back to back, like I was supposed to do with the Night of the Living Dead and the Night of the Living Dead remake, which I kind of did, but I didn't do with the Dawn of the Dead. I got just so much stuff I gotta do, but I'm so busy being aggravated by people talking about Halloween too much. Anyway, I went to this place called Bargain Hunt, okay, because my friend Brad was pitching a bitch that he was stuck in his house for so long, and he doesn't have a car, and if he didn't get out of the house, he was gonna burn it down with him inside, or something like that. I don't know, I wasn't listening. But, I was like, all right, Brad, I'll come and I'll take you around all the thrift stores, because he just wanted to go thrifting, even though he was never a big thrifter back when we used to hang out. But now all of a sudden he's a big thrifter. Anyway, so we went to this Bargain Hunt, and I found this, and I could not fucking believe it. $6 fucking. They didn't have any of the other ones, which made me kind of sad, because I need to collect them all. And if y'all happen to have any of these out there that you don't want, that you don't need, why not send them my way? There's a link somewhere in one of my old videos for the PO address box that I don't have. But if you need it and you want to send me one of these so that I can complete my collection, because I'm poor and I can only afford it if it's $6, whatever, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and these things, I can't stress this enough. These are like just fucking terrible looking. But they're just so goddamn terrible looking. But I love them. I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, they're basically Masters of the Universe of the Horrorverse something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain what these are. But yeah, I do need to collect them all. Anyway, let's just try these chips so you people can get out of here, okay? Alright, let's smell these bad boys. See, like, I like to combine videos, save time. Oh, God, that's... I mean, they can't be as hot as the Haunted Ghost Pepper chips, can they?
Damn.
Yeah, they're really not spicy. They got a real tomatoey type taste to it. But it says red hot chili pepper potato chips. I do not taste a spice. I mean, there's a hint, like almost as if they were hot sauce flavored potato chips. That's kind of what they taste like, is hot sauce flavored potato chips. Okay, now I get a little bit of a warmth. It's like a warmth. It's not really a spice. It's not like burning me. It's not there's not a tingle or anything. I mean, I could use a drink, but it's also because there's a lot of sodium in chips. I don't know. I feel like they could be better. I'm very disappointed, Rondolfo. Yeah. These are probably the least favorite of all the chips I've tried on this channel. I mean, they're not bad by any means. It's just... I don't know if I was going to eat a chip. This isn't the flavor for me, I guess. Even though I like spicy stuff, it's not spicy. It tastes like hot sauce without being hot, I guess. That makes sense? I don't know. I gotta go. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. Let me know your thoughts on any of these movies and all that blah, 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 blah. And then make sure you click the like button and subscribe for more random nonsense. Because I'm doing the best I can, okay? All right. I love you guys. Bye.